All right, I'm just coming off a 5-mile run, and I want to go back to talk about Pecs. I want to go back to talking about Serge Nubret and volume. It was brought to my attention on the last video with one of my subscribers that Serge Nubret did do 20 reps per set, and he was doing 40 sets at times for 30 to 40 sets for his regimen. And I do remember seeing that some years ago. I want to make it clear to some of you young guys out there who think that just because a guy like Serge Nubret was a volume trainer, that he wasn't strong. There is legit video of him benching over 500 pounds or 495 pounds. He was very strong, but the way he, like many of us in the longevity game, kind of put two and two together as we think that we want to save our bodies to sculpt it so we can look good. We want to be as athletic as possible, which is why I do enough cardio, because I'm trying to get my heart and lungs right. I'm asthmatic, so I'm trying to make sure that I can overcome my asthma in natural ways, and I don't want to be diabetic, because I confess I do eat sugar. I don't want to, but I do a lot of clean things, but I am weaning off over many years of many bad habits. I grew up in the inner city. I did grow up in the inner city, but I'm not using that as an excuse. But I am. Take it for what the hell you want to take it for. But at any rate, so the last routines that I put together, which were 3 exercises, I ended up doing somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 repetitions. Now I'm going to do another 100 reps with the 55-pound dumbbells, and I'm going to do incline, and this is more in line of that type of Serge Nubret volume that we kind of look for. He didn't do cardio, guys. He was the type of guy to do like 2,000 or more sit-ups. He would do like an hour of sit-ups before he actually started his workout. So without further ado, I'm going to hit 5 sets of 20 on the incline chest press. You're going to watch me. You might do it along with me, or you might watch this, take some notes, and then do it at your leisure. All right, that's the goal, so you can learn and do. Serge Nubret would do approximately 30 seconds rest in between sets. So my goal here is to go for 5 sets of 20 with the 55-pound dumbbells on incline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. He was absolutely a constant tension guy, keeping constant tension on the muscles. Another thing I'd like to talk about that I kind of mentioned yesterday about the father of aesthetics. I was comparing Serge Nubret to Frank Zane. The true father in our modern times, I'm talking about the late 80s through the 90s of aesthetics, was Clarence Bass, and I'll tell you why. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh. No. I don't have the gas to do short rest. So it's 30 reps. I might have to do more sets in order to get my 100 reps. But the true father of aesthetic bodybuilding in our time was Clarence Bass. And I say that's because he started his mail order, ripped for life business model during the height of the Mass Monster era. And I'm going to put my memory cap on because I bought the series of books, the first 3 books. And at his peak, when he was on steroids, Clarence Bass was around about 167 pounds, around about 4.4% body fat. And he would often compete at 2 point something percent body fat And I think his weight was typically 149 to 153 in that 2 to 2.9% body fat range. So it was he who talked about the importance of being lean, tight, and low body fat as a business model when everybody else was going up to 300 pounds. So even though he's not as good as Nubret and Zane, he was a revolutionary. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40 altogether. That's 10. I'll do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I'm fatigued from all of those other. My muscles are not recovered. Another thing that was obvious about Serge Nubret was he did take performance-enhancing drugs, so that's why he would have been stronger than the average natural person, which I am. He also claims to have eaten, I think, 8 pounds of horse meat a day, which we don't eat over here, and I hardly eat any meat at all. I had 3 packets of tuna, 51 grams of protein. And to be sure, if you eat big, you will be stronger. That is a combination of, if you're having a combination of fat, protein, carbohydrates, it doesn't necessarily have to be 8 pounds of horse meat, but I'm pretty sure that if you're able to eat pounds of protein, that your body won't be happy. But you're absolutely probably get strong off the rip without using any performance-enhancing drugs. I would say that the average person starting, average meaning you have no real injuries, if you're just getting started in this bodybuilding game or weightlifting game and trying to get strong, and you're kind of a thin or relatively fit person, and you started to eat big, like simple things like chicken and rice, 9 ounces, a couple of turkey burgers, a couple of potatoes, full-on oatmeal toast, and, a half a dozen egg breakfast. You eat way bigger than you normally do, and a muffin from the bake shop. You'll get strong if you're lifting weights because your food can be fuel for strength. And so when you deplete your food or don't eat as much, it's possible that your strength won't be at its peak. No doubt. I'm an older man trying to stay fit. 2, 3, keep that pump on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 55. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoa, that's great. Oh, lucky me. I did 20 that side. Oh, so far it's 20, 10, 15, 20. Whew. Oh, yeah, good. 65 reps in the bank, 35 to go. I should be able to do that in under 10 minutes, no doubt. So back to comparable bodybuilders that were lean and aesthetic. Paul-Jean Guillaume, obviously a Haitian bodybuilder from the late 80s. I think he competed around about 185 pounds. Paul-Jean Guillaume, most people would probably say Gilliam, but it's Guillaume like Robert Guillaume who played Benson. Paul-Jean Guillaume was a natural bodybuilder who was very, very aesthetic, incredible physique, and competed at around about 185. If you look back at pictures of Paul-Jean Guillaume and his workout routine, this guy was the consummate bodybuilder, man. Very fit, very healthy, very tiny waist, but he did it the right way. And that is actually a good, if you have a spirit animal in terms of bodybuilding, Paul-Jean Guillaume is a good spirit animal. look very athletic and aesthetic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got it. 15. 1, 2, 3, 18. Yeah, 17 reps to go. 17 reps and 90 seconds to go before I call it a workout with 55-pound dumbbells on the incline. So, Frank Zane, of course, they called him the chemist and the genius, which means he used steroids. No, I don't think anyone denies that. I found if Serge Nubret had Sean Ray's legs, he could have been Mr. Olympia before Lee Haney. Lee Haney, to me, might be the best Mr. Olympia of all time if you aggregate the fans of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today, and you ask them what they find to be appealing in bodybuilding, you're going to find aesthetics is a big key, mass, and a small waist. Lee Haney had it all. And graininess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and that is 100 reps. Ooh, man. Quick math. All right. So Lee Haney would be definitely that guy. Small waist, grainy, vascular, muscular separation. You could see the muscle fibers in his arm as well. So tight skin, tight waist, big back. Lee Haney, if you did the survey and you aggregated what the new fans and the old fans found to be great, to me, Lee Haney is the best bodybuilder of all times. Mr. Olympia of all times. All right, I'll catch you guys next time. That ends the Serge Nubret chest. We might try Serge Nubret style abs, which is basically 2,000. But I don't think we're going to get up there. We're just going to do a variety of abs for the next one. All right, I'll catch you guys.